Amin Kirmani here, folks, and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today in this video, I'm going to be responding to one of the most commonly asked questions by most language learners in the world, which is the question of, is it really possible to learn English without having to learn English grammar? Well, as an experienced English teacher who's been teaching thousands of students English over the past 10 years, I can say that the response to this question significantly depends on how you raise the question. If you're asking the question of, is it possible to master English at an advanced level without having to learn English grammar? Well, the answer is an obvious no. The answer is abundantly clear, an obvious no. But if you're asking the question of, is it possible to learn some broken English without having to learn English grammar? Well, the answer is a qualified yes. As I said at the beginning of this video, whether you need to or have to learn English grammar is conditional upon your expectations of the level of the English that you want to learn. If you want to learn some broken English at a basic level, then you won't even need to bother thinking about improving your English grammar, because in basic English, most sentences consist of some memorized words. So, in this case, all you need to do is just expose yourself to the language as much as you can. Then after a while, you'll find yourself communicating with whoever uses this language as a means of communication. But when you learn English at a basic level, what you need to keep in mind is that you should not expect too much of yourself and the person that you're speaking with to understand them or be understood by them perfectly or precisely, because basic English lacks precision and accuracy as a result of the absence of English grammar or advanced grammatical structures. Alright, let me give you examples of sentences in which the presence of English grammar or advanced grammatical structures is not required much. Imagine that we want to ask someone about their place of living. So we could ask the following question: where you live, which consists of where and live, the verb live. So a sentence consisting of only 3 words: where you live, where you live. Instead of asking the question of where do you live by using the simple present tense, or imagine that we want to ask about the price of something. So imagine that you want to ask about the price of a sandwich or the money that you have to pay for a sandwich. So we could ask the following question: how much for this sandwich? How much for this sandwich? A question that lacks an advanced grammatical structure or any verbs. Instead of asking the question of how much do I have to pay for this sandwich, or how much will I have to pay for this sandwich, or how much do I need to pay for this sandwich, or how much should I pay for this sandwich? So in all the previous questions, I just used some grammatical structure, modal verbs, or the simple present tenses, the question forms of the simple present tenses. Given all that I said, if you're not someone who's thinking of learning English seriously, at or up to an advanced level, then you won't even need to worry about improving your English grammar or the fact that your sentences are grammatically correct or not. But if you're someone who expects too much of themselves from the perspective of how accurately or precisely they're speaking, or whether they're speaking English up to an advanced level, then your knowledge of English grammar will come to play and will play an undeniably important role. Taking all that I said and talked about in this video into account, the conclusion that we can reach is learning and speaking English without having to learn English grammar or complex grammatical structures is definitely possible. But the absence of complex grammatical structures or any grammatical structures and a strong command of English grammar will not only limit your language, but also subject it to a lot of problems and inaccuracies, and consequently, a shallow level of understanding and communication. Now I have a question for you. Do you care a lot about how grammatically correct your English sentences are by using correct grammatical structures? Or do you think you make a lot of grammatical mistakes when you speak English? I want you to respond to this question by leaving a comment under this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. I'll be back soon with another video.